Hello, my name is Teddy, and today I'm going to be explaining a game called Anime Music Quiz. It is a very simple game, and there are multiple different ways to play it. So, the first thing that you'll see is that this is a gacha game. However, none of these have any special abilities in the main mode that everyone plays. These are purely cosmetic in the main mode. Down here in the settings, if you click on settings, it is between song history and blocked players. You can see anime lists. Right here is if you log any sort of anime on any anime list, you can update your list so that you only use songs from that list. So right here, only songs that are from the TeddyFine AnyList account will be played in these quizzes. When you click on play, you're going to notice 4 different types of mode. We'll start with solo and multiplayer. These are exactly what they sound like. You can either play by yourself or you can play with others. If you decide to play with others, you can either host a lobby or join a lobby. Joining a lobby, you will play on whatever settings the lobby host has set, and if you host one, you will get the same settings that you can choose from in solo. There's also Jam Quiz, where every 15 or so questions, the genre of the anime will change based on a vote by the players in the lobby. You can join anytime, stay for any amount of time you want to, and leave whenever you want. This is purely like a party mode, almost. Lastly, we have Nexus. Anybody who knows roguelike adventure games will love the Nexus mode if they enjoy Anime Music Quiz. It is exactly like a roguelike adventure, but rather than facing enemies through like combat or stuff like that, you face them through the Anime Music Quiz. Here, if we go into solo, you can see the setup game. You can quickly set it up if you want to just have a fast setting options. These are the most important settings that you will have, but in this video we are going to be going over all of them. So the first thing you'll see is the game mode. Right here, you can play standard, hint, quick draw, lives, battle royale, and boss fight. Standard is just however many questions you have set. It's just whoever has the most correct answers will be the winner. And if you're playing by yourself, it's just a test of how many of those songs can you get. Hint offers 3 different types of hints. I will showcase gameplay of all of these modes towards the end of the video, so you can see what those hints will be. But each hint that you use will lower the points that you will get for getting it right. Then you have Quick Draw. This is useless in solo. This is a multiplayer mode along with these other 3. Quick Draw basically just makes it so that if you answer first and get the right answer, you will get more points than whoever answered second, third, fourth, so on. Lives is you start with X amount of lives and you just keep going, but every time you get something wrong, you will lose a life, and once you are out of lives, you are out of the game until everybody either loses lives or the quiz finishes. Battle Royale is exactly like lives, except for there is a looting phase at the beginning of the match, where you get to choose what anime it will include songs from. This is a very fun mode if you have a lot of people, and I will showcase it at the end of the video as well. Boss Fight is a mixture of hint and standard almost. Basically, one player gets to be the boss, and only anime from their music list will be played for however many questions you have set for the boss. You can lose lives as the boss if you get something wrong, but somebody else gets something right. And you either go through all of the questions that you have set in the advanced settings, or you can lose your lives and the next boss will happen. This mode either goes to the end of the quiz or until everybody has had one turn at being the boss. Here we have the answering, which means you can either type the anime. So if you're doing standard typing, You will basically get no hints whatsoever. It will all come down to your memory of what song is from what anime. Mix is for multiplayer. This is so players can choose between typing and multiple choice. And multiple choice is you will get 4 possible answers that it could be. So you should have a roughly 25% chance of getting it right if you do not know any of the songs. Here is just how many songs are going to be in the quiz. You can play a game as quick as 5 songs, or you can go all the way up to 100 songs. Song selection, this has to do with the anime list that I mentioned linking before. Random is just any anime that is in the database can have any song from that anime, and it'll be in your quiz. A mix is going to prioritize having at least half of stuff you have watched, and then the other half is going to be either stuff you have watched or stuff you haven't watched. It is just completely random. And then watched will only take things from the players' lists of who is in your game. So let's say me and my friend are playing this game, and we have the watched mode. Only anime that are either from my list or their list will be included. Song types is pretty self-explanatory. Anything that you have checked, it means that it can appear in your quiz. So openings, endings, and insert songs. Openings are the song that play at the beginning of the episode. Endings are the ones that play at the end. And insert songs are anything in between. Song difficulty is basically how popular the song is. So if you have easy, you're only going to get the most popular songs that every anime fan would probably know. And the more you have checked, you can get some easy songs, some hard songs. It'll be completely random, so I recommend keeping this as all 3. Same with song types, it makes the game more fun. Under here you have guess time. You can go anywhere from 1 second, which is basically impossible. The fastest that I have seen people be able to do it, including myself, is 3 seconds, so you have time to react to what is playing. Or you can have all the way up to a minute of guess time. This is how long the song will be playing before you are required to input an answer. And then we go to the advanced settings. You'll see plenty of more things, but relax. It's not realistically that much harder. Here we have the show selection, auto, and looting. This looting phase is what I mentioned with the boss or the battle royale mode, which I will showcase at the end of the video. Scoring is just the game mode up here. Answering, we have already gone over all of those. And then down here, this is where you can set custom things. So like, let's say you want to do 60 anime that you have watched, but you want 40 things to be completely random. You can edit exactly how much is here. Same for the openings, endings, and insert songs. You can choose how many openings, how many endings, how many inserts, or how many of them are just at random. Down here, you're going to have song categories. Oh, there it is. And right here, you can have just the standard songs, instrumentals, chanting, character. I recommend just leaving them all on unless you know specifically what you want to practice. Down here, extra guest time goes hand in hand with guest time. Basically, the longer you have extra guest time, the music will not be playing, but it gives players time to think about what they had heard. Sample point is going to be anywhere that the song can start. So if you do 0 to 100, you will get a random place in the song. If you do 0 to 25%, you're going to get that first quarter of the song. Right here, playback speed is how fast the music will play. I recommend just keeping this on 1, as it is the most legible for all of the music. Song popularity goes hand in hand with song difficulty. This just shows how popular the song is. So if you want to do only disliked music, you would uncheck the other 2, and based off of their data of what anime songs are disliked, those are the only songs you will get. Mixed and liked also do the same things. Mixed is like 50-50 on anime opinion of it, and liked is going to be songs that people enjoy. Modifiers you don't have to worry about, but we will go over them. You can allow voting skip during the guessing phase if everybody wants to just skip the song. Skip results basically just makes the game go by faster. I recommend keeping this on so that players can skip the results right after the songs end. Duplicate shows, this is a optional one. If you only want one song from every show, then you can disable this, or you can keep it on and get multiple different songs from the same show. Rebroadcast songs are only songs that appear in the rebroadcasted version of the anime. Some anime have to get a second version, and having rebroadcast songs will include the music from that second version. Dub songs are going to be English songs they are English songs of the original Japanese music. It is going to be the dub over of the original song in English. Full song range can allow songs to play up to the very end. I recommend keeping this off because it can create some awkward situations. Down here, this is messing with your anime list. I recommend just keeping everything on, but if you want to work through like only songs from 2005 to 2024, for example, you can do this. This is how much you personally rated it. This is how much the public rated it. And the type is regular anime shows, anime movies, online virtual something. I always forget what the A stands for. And then ONAs, OVAs and ONAs and specials. Those are the most optional, but I do recommend keeping TV and movie on. You can also save and load settings. So I already have some settings saved, but here, if I want to guess in 5 or if I want speed, so I'm playing with multiple people and want to do whoever guesses the fastest. Normal settings, which is a 100 music quiz using the typing answering. Practice settings, which is a 100 music quiz using the multiple choice settings. Looting, which is that game mode that I was telling you about. And 5-second guess, which is a regular 100-second multiple choice quiz, but I only get 5 seconds to hear the song and guess. You can also import codes from other people. To export a code, you click on Get Code from your saved settings, and it'll appear with this long string of text. You can just give this to anybody who wants your settings. Now we are going to go into some of the nitty-gritties, like the looting phase that I was mentioning. So right here, this is what the lobby will look like. I am currently in a solo lobby, so I cannot show you, but you can edit the room size of your lobby from 2 people all the way up to, I believe, 30. Here, you're going to see the loading for the looting phase. You click on any grid that you want to spawn in, and you will see your character icon down here. Hovering over each of the different icons on the same page as you will show you what anime that the song will appear from. You go up to one and you click on it to loot it. These data stores feature multiple different anime that you can decide between. To go to the next grid, you walk down to one of the arrows in the middle of the 4 cardinal directions and you click. And you will be transported to a new page with different songs. If you accidentally went to a new page, don't worry, you can just go back the way you came from and nothing on the page will have changed. And now, here at the end, I'm going to show you a quick 5 song example of what the gameplay looks like. So here we have the 4 multiple choices. You can see my character down at the bottom. This will be your level. This is what type of answering system the player is using, and this is their points. So, based off of what song is playing, you guess what anime this is from. For example, this one is from Onimai. After everybody in the lobby has answered, it'll auto-skip to the answers. And right there, you will see that mine is green because I got the answer correct. if I get the answer wrong, for example, so let's click on Happy Sugar Life for a wrong answer. When the answer screen comes up, it is going to be... Okay, that's a blooper. Okay, this one I know for sure is Dime a Dollar. As I was saying, when you get the answer wrong, rather than showing up green, your answer is going to show up in red. This is a very easy way to tell if you got something right or wrong, or you can see the correct answer up at the top. Now that I have shown how the multiple choice looks, this is how the typing looks. Right here, you see anime name, and you get no hints. All you get is the song that is playing. And then anytime you start typing anything in, let's say I type in Dime a Dollar, it'll autofill with any anime that is in their database. That way you don't have to type it all the way out, and you can just type out the key letters and answer that way. Here you'll see we got the answer wrong. You can also see the song info on the right side and their leaderboard standings on the left side. That is the basic gist of it. I hope I could provide some insight on how Anime Music Quiz works, and if anybody is interested, be sure to leave a comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching.